Greetings, beloveds. Welcome to Thy Kingdom Come. We're speaking on the topic of purpose, and today we're going to look at a few principles. First, most important principle is to say that everything that God does, or let me start with this: God is a God of purpose, meaning that everything that God has made, He had a purpose for it. And before He designed it, He had a purpose. So God, the Creator, was sitting and planning and designing the many things that you would speak into existence. So the most important principle here is that God is a God of purpose. He does nothing without having a purpose for whatever He's going to create. Okay. Number two, everything in life has a purpose. Everything. That that cockroaches in your house that we all hate, those big rats, that's a mission in our communities. A fly, a bee, a butterfly, each and every thing has a purpose. Sometimes a person wonder, but what on earth did God think to create this thing? But each thing has a purpose. Even if you're in your body, if you look at your body as well, everything that God has placed there, the little hairs in your nose, the little hairs in your ears, everything has a purpose. Nothing on earth is without purpose. Everything has a purpose. So I've found this, and I want to read it. Every animal and every plant was created to balance the ecosystem. Any disruption in its purpose affects everything else. The ozone layer of the upper atmosphere has recently been discovered to have a critical purpose to perform. It was designed to help preserve life on our planet by regulating the intensity of the ultraviolet rays from the sun. Listen to that. The plants themselves absorb the ultraviolet rays of the sun and produce chlorophyll for their food, while releasing oxygen from us to breathe. Their purpose involves keeping us alive by providing both food and oxygen. We in turn inspire oxygen and expire carbon dioxide, which the plant absorbs to make its food. Therefore, we need their purpose and they need ours. Listen to that. That is amazing. So this whole thing is a cycle. It is the one thing lives from the other, and without the one, the other one cannot survive. So God made everything for a purpose. That is amazing. Principle number 3. Not every purpose is known. Our world is plagued by the desire to have more and more, but having something is not really the most important thing. Knowing the reason for that thing's existence, or the intent that God had, that is important. There are times, however, when the why is not known. This doesn't mean that the thing or event or person doesn't have a purpose. Its purpose just isn't known. So there's a story in the Bible about Jonah. Disobeyed, ran away, and so landed himself on a boat. A storm came up, and the people did not know why the storm, what was the purpose of the storm. They tried their utmost best the whole night. They threw stuff overboard, and no one knew what was the purpose of the storm. And if you don't know the purpose of anything, it makes it extremely difficult, until Jonah revealed that he's the reason, and then only they understood. And so they wasted all that energy, all that time, all the things that they went through, because they did not know the purpose of that storm. If they knew it, they would have reacted. And so a lot of things we don't know, and because we don't know, we stress, we overcompensate, we try a lot of things, and it just doesn't work. Principle number 4. Wherever purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. So this one is important. The word abuse is two words. It is abnormal use. So if we don't know the purpose of a thing, we will abuse it. So that's why everything that is used abnormally is called abuse. Child abuse, because you don't know the purpose of the child. Husband abuse, wife abuse. Even when alcohol is misused, because everything, and that's another principle that we speak about later, but everything that we don't know the purpose of, we will abuse, we will misuse. Misuse, unknown purpose, also leads to misuse, which is a stronger form of abuse. To misuse something means that you miss the intended use. Although the product has a purpose, you miss knowing it and thus use it for something other than what the creator had in mind for it and why it was designed. So that is even drugs that is being abused. That's why it's called drug abuse, because that drug has a specific purpose, and because it's not known, now you use it for something else, and that's why it's called abuse, abnormal use. So anything that is abused means there is a normal use for it, but because you're not using it for the normal use, it is called abuse, abnormal use. Money, if you don't know the purpose of that, it will then be abuse of money, abnormal use, because it has a specific purpose. You must have an awesome weekend, beloveds. Please go to church on Sunday. We will meet again on Monday. May the Lord bless you, may the Lord keep you, may the face of God shine upon you as you seek your purpose and fulfill your purpose. Amen.